Okay, next I'm going to go over using still images, and I'm going to introduce effects. Effects are pretty deep, but since you're in my red carpet video workshop, we will introduce you to the special effects that you will use for your course overview and your segmented lecture series. Okay, still images. When you bring a still image into iMovie, it gives you a small camera icon, and that helps you distinguish between a still image versus a video clip. Now, of course, the video clips you can just mouse over and they move, so you know that that's a video clip. Now, when I bring this still image, I can click and drag it. I'm going to click on the plus to bring it downstairs. When I bring this clip downstairs, it brings in at a 4-second duration, but I can click and drag over the end of that clip, and this is called trimming. I've now lengthened that clip to about 28 seconds. Okay, but you can stretch the media out. Okay, so this is trimming, and subsequently, if I do bring a video clip downstairs, I can set an in and an out point and bring it downstairs, but I can still access that media by trimming it. So if I need to add more media or subtract media, I can do that using this click and drag trim feature. All right, when I bring a still image into iMovie, it automatically adds the Ken Burns effect. And what that is it's an animation. It slowly zooms in on the image, and then you can get into effects and slowly zoom out. But we don't want our background to move. Okay, so I'm going to click once on the image, highlight it in yellow. I'll then click up here on Adjust. It brings open my toolbar. I'll click on Crop, and it brings up this other toolbar, and instead of having Ken Burns selected in blue, I'm just going to click on Fit. Okay, now my image is stationary, and it will not be distracting when I superimpose my video clip onto the image. We'll talk more about still images, but that's the most important effect that you'll have to experiment with right now. I also want to go over how to use the key filter. Now, you'll notice up here that I've clicked on Adjust, and I've got my toolbar, but I'm missing a very special tool. Okay, so what I need to do to get this extra tool up here, that allows me to key out the green, is I need to click and put the video clip on top of the still image. Okay, easier said than done. Take a deep breath, because sometimes that is not as easy as you want it to be, and it's really hard to stack the clips. But now you'll see that I've got the still image underneath the video clip. Okay, that's the way it needs to work. And you'll also notice that I now have this extra little icon that is the video overlay setting. So again, you don't have this video overlays option. Looks like a little speech bubble. You don't have this tool option until you stack your clips. Okay, so I've already stacked them. Again, I click on Adjust. I'm going to click on the overlays, and instead of cutaway, I'm going to just click on blue and green screen. And that should make the green disappear. And there is my background, the Great Reading Room in the Bazell Library. You don't have a lot of options, but if I grab the softness slider and drag it to the right, that gets rid of, there's usually a faint halo around your head and your hair, so you can grab that softness slider and move it to the far right, and that'll usually make it look a little better. I can also click on this eraser tool and then click, and that will help edit the image. So just experiment with that. I will help you in our face-to-face workshops. Now, every once in a blue moon, you'll need to go to this cleanup crop feature. Now, this is basically getting rid of any errors. Like specifically, if we shoot this too wide and instead of the green screen being behind the subject, maybe there's the wall, I can use these tools, this cleanup tool, to get rid of distracting mistakes that are on usually in the upper and lower corners. Now be careful with this tool, because you'll see that I can make the video image disappear. So we don't want to do that. And you want to leave yourself some room for your hand motions, but that'll make it look a lot better. And so then I'll hit play, and we'll see that I have now superimposed myself onto this background. And then quickly, another effect that we'll go over is just adding simple transitions. To add a simple transition, you will click on the content library, and then you'll click on transitions, and then you'll highlight a clip. If you click on it, you can get a preview of it. I'm going to click and drag it in between 2 clips. So now I get this circle fade in effect. So you can experiment with those. You don't want to put in too many transitions because they can become, of course, distracting. When I do have clips stacked, I have a different transition option. I can click on these little blue handles. They're a little bit hard to get to, so again, be patient. But I can click on these handles, and now I've just done a fade in. So now my image should fade in. We will go over transitions in class, but that is a basic introduction, especially to keying out the background.